Hey everyone, it's Tate and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. So for today's video, I am going to be sharing my top 6 thrifting online tips. This is for ThredUP specifically because it is definitely my favorite place to shop secondhand online. It's the most affordable in my opinion, and it also is the most authentic feeling to going to a thrift store. I know a lot of people have been shopping online, and thrifting online has been something that I have really enjoyed recently. So I hope some of these are new to you guys and you find them helpful, and let's hop right into the tips. So the first tip that I have to share with you guys doesn't really have to do with shopping on ThredUP specifically, but more so with thrifting in general. And I know I've said this before, but have a list. To me, this is the best way to shop consciously and also just kind of help it not be so stressful. Even though I know it sounds a little bit funny that shopping can be stressful, but for me at least it definitely can be mentally draining. If I go into a thrift store and I don't really know what I'm looking for, I tend to either not buy anything or I buy things that I didn't really end up wanting and I just wasted money, and it's just kind of a vicious cycle. So I would definitely have a list of knowing what you're wanting to find, knowing what you want to get off your list and add to your wardrobe to kind of already cut down on the overwhelming amount of pieces that they have in the thrift store, but also on ThredUP. So my second tip, once you have made an account on ThredUP, is to set your sizes. This helps, again, just cut down on the overwhelming amount of pieces that they have on there. You can do your shirt size, your waistband size, your shoe size, and you can also pick if you want to include petite or tall. And then once you're done kind of picking whatever sizes you need to, make sure you turn on the saved sizes at the top, because that way what that does is anytime you search anything, it will never include the sizes that aren't ones that you've already chosen. So it kind of helps weed down even more, and then it also helps with not getting excited over something and then looking at it and realizing it's not your size for the first little while. That's what happened to me, and I was super frustrated because there were some pieces that I really wanted and then they ended up not being my size. So setting your sizes just helps, again, cut down on the amount of pieces you have to weed through. So my third tip is to utilize the filter searches. Now this changed my entire experience, just like the other two, shopping on ThredUP immensely. The more specific you can be, the better, which again kind of goes back to my list tip. If you have a list, don't just write down white shirt. It's better if you can be as specific as you can be. Let's say you want a white cotton ruffly blouse that is long sleeve or 3/4 length sleeve, and it just helps to, again, kind of weed down on what you're looking for. So I have my computer on down here, and I will share the screen share over here with you guys to kind of walk you guys through how I use the filter searches. So let's say, for example, I am wanting to look for that white blouse. Now, a lot of the times what I do, if I don't care what brand it is, I will just put in the color white and then add in my searches from there, because I found if you are too specific, if you put white cotton blouse ruffles, it sometimes does not show everything that's under that category. So I have found that if you know what color you're looking for, just put the color in and then add the searches as you go. Now, if you're looking for a specific brand, then you could put, J. Crew white and then do the searches as you go. So now that I know what I'm looking for, I'm going to go into category, pick tops, pick the style. I want a blouse, so I will end up picking the blouse section. Shoulder cut, that does not apply to me in this situation. Ways to shop, which I will go over in a little bit. Sizes are already done. Brand, like I said, at this point I don't really care what brand, but you can always be specific. Color, I want white or ivory, so I'll put those in. Price, we'll do 10 to 25. Neckline, I'm not really concerned about. Sleeve length, like I said, I want a long sleeve or 3/4 length sleeve. Condition, new with tags. And then the material, like I said, I wanted cotton. I prefer cotton, it's much more breathable, and the linen I normally do as well. And then for pattern, I'm not really being super specific on the pattern, but for the accent, I do want to be specific on here. So I want it to have some embroidery, which is like lace, some ruche detailing, and also some ruffles. And then, like I said, I like to do newest first. That way it shows me the newest pieces that they just got. And now it went from 55,000, I believe it was, to 652 items, which is still quite a bit. So because of that, I might be a little bit more specific, go back maybe on the neckline, maybe on the pattern, because sometimes they can have stripes in, like maybe not like actual stripes, like stripes in the fabric, or maybe I'm wanting a floral lace, so I'll do floral to kind of bring it down a little bit more. But this brought it down significantly, so definitely use the filters. So once we have figured out how to do all of the filters and everything, now it is time to move on to saving your searches. So on ThredUP, they have a saved searches tab, which is great to use, and I would definitely suggest using it, especially if you know what you are looking for. So to me, this is a better use of doing it with specific brands. So let's say, for example, I'm looking for an Ann Taylor cardigan. I really want a cardigan, and I'm going to put all of my filters in. I want it to be blue, I want it to have stripes, I want it to be 3/4 length. I'll put all of the filters on, and then I'll click search. So once it is there, you'll kind of see what you have, and it's narrowed down to pretty much 8 or 9 pieces, which is great. So then on the top left-hand side, now this is on the phone, I believe it is also the same on the computer as well. You'll see a little saving like tab thing. It's like a little bookmark, and you want to click that, and then it will go over to your saved searches. It'll say saved searches. You name that search. So I'm going to name this Ann Taylor cardigan, and then what you can do at the bottom is you can pick if you want to get notifications sent to your phone, if this is on your phone, or if they want to email you. So basically what this does is this will be your specific category that you were looking for, and the material that you want, the style that you wanted, the pattern, the brand, all of that stuff, saves it to this search, and anytime something new shows up with any of these keywords, you'll get an email or you'll get a notification on your phone when something new comes up. And this really helps to snag really good deals, because I will have to say, especially if you like certain brands like Gal Meets Glam or J. Crew or Madewell, if specific items come up, they can go really, really fast. So getting the notifications can notify you when something in your specific saved search comes up, and I would definitely suggest using this if you are wanting to slowly build your wardrobe with those specific pieces. So another way to find some really great deals on ThredUP is to go under the auto buys and bids section. So you'll find this under your account. It'll be a separate little tab. And basically what these two categories are is the auto buy one is where you can buy things that are in people's carts. So if you have an item in your cart on ThredUP, it will stay in your cart for 24 hours. If you have not bought it in 24 hours, it will go out of your cart and you'll have to add it to your cart again. Now, nobody can buy those items when they're in your cart, but once they go out, it's obviously free game. So sometimes if you're wanting to look for something specific and you go under the auto buys and you might see that someone has something in their cart that you really want, you can buy it instantly. So that basically what that means is if they don't buy it in the time that it has left in their cart, you automatically buy it once it goes out of their cart, which can be really, really nice if you're looking for something specific. But what I prefer doing is I like going under the bidding section. So basically what that is these are new pieces that ThredUP has that are not on their main website yet, and they give you the option to bid. Now, I typically don't bid, but what I like to do is I like to do a saved search of items that are open for bid. So a lot of the times, some of my favorite brands are Anthropologie, J. Crew, Madewell, and Gal Meets Glam. So what I would do is go under the bids section, and then I would put in a brand, what condition I want it in, and then the items that are up for bid in that category would show up, and then I would save that search. That way, anytime something new came up for bids, I could see it whenever in my saved searches. And again, those pieces will not show up in the main website until the bidding is over. So if no one has bidded on anything, then it will go to the main website and you'll see it. But sometimes it just gives you a little bit of insight of what's going to go on ThredUP's website before anyone, like a lot of people can see it. And so sometimes what I like to do is it will tell you how much longer it has for being up for bid. And let's say it's 6 hours, I will sometimes set a timer for 6 hours. So when that goes off and it goes onto the main website, I can add it to my cart and it gives me some time to think about it. So if you're wanting to kind of find some more pieces on ThredUP for specific things, I would definitely use the bids section. So this last one is a little bit more specific to what brands of clothes that you like, but I would definitely say to know your brands. Know what brands are your favorite. Not that you have to only buy from those brands, but it can help to expand your search a little bit more. So I'm going to use Anthropologie for an example. So if I search Anthropologie, there's only about 300 pieces that show up under that category. But if I know what brand Anthropologie sells, it can widen that search even more to give you more pieces to look at that are maybe a little bit less searched. So they might have some better deals and more of the styles that you're looking for, so it's not so picked over. So some of my favorite brands from Anthropologie are Meadow Rue, Maeve, and Odile, I'm not sure. And if you notice on the numbers, there is so many more things to pick from. One of them had 900, one of them had 400, one of them had 200, and that just gives my Anthropologie a little bit more of a wider variety than just looking up Anthropologie. And same with J. Crew. J. Crew owns Madewell, but J. Crew also has a brand called Pointseur, and that's not as commonly looked up as J. Crew, so sometimes it's a little bit less picked over. So knowing what brands that you like, and especially if it's a company that sells multiple brands, that can really help you find some maybe more unique pieces of what you're looking for, to not look for the most commonly searched brands. So that is it for my thrifting tips. I hope you guys found this really helpful. I know that a lot of people have been shopping online and thrifting online with all of the thrift stores being closed. So I hope that these are maybe new to you and inspire you to do some secondhand shopping online yourself. And if you've ever shopped on ThredUp, I would love to know what one of your favorite pieces is that you have found. For me, one of them is these blue gingham trousers, which, yes, I'm going through a blue gingham phase, I know. But I got these for $10 and they were brand new with tags, and I just love them. But that being said, I think I'm going to end this video here. If you guys enjoy thrifting and vlogs, I would love it if you would subscribe and follow me along. And if you like this video, I would love it if you give it a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.